human cadet entered the arena and made monsters kneel instantly. Every year, the Galactic Academy of Valor hosted the arena trials, a brutal combat test meant to separate the warriors from the weak. The cadets called it the culling. On that day, the stands were full, hundreds of alien species cheering, roaring, hissing. And one human walked into the center of it all. The human arrival. No one knew much about Cadet Rian Holt. He'd arrived halfway through the training cycle, transferred from some remote Terran outpost. His instructors reported only this: unusually composed. Scores off the charts in strategy and neural reflex calibration. Physically unremarkable. The alien cadets laughed. The Varkoth, towering six-limbed predators, said, "The fragile species wants to fight." The Avexians, chitin-plated hunters, clicked their mandibles in amusement. "We'll try not to break it too soon." Rian ignored them all. He just tightened his gloves and stared at the gates ahead where the arena trials waited. 2. The arena. The arena was a vast metallic crater, lined with pulse barriers and drones that recorded every second for the Council archives. This wasn't mock combat. These were live opponents, bioengineered monstrums, creatures created from hybrid DNA to test cadet performance. They were meant to overwhelm, to terrify, to make future soldiers understand fear. Rian stepped into the sand and looked up as the announcer's voice echoed across the dome. Trial commencement. Class Gamma 7 versus Monstrum Class Delta. Begin. The gate exploded open. 3. The monsters. 3 monstrums stalked forward, each twice his height, armored in black bone, drooling venom onto the sand. Even through the reinforced shields, the cadets watching could feel the psychic hum of aggression. They were bred for war. For slaughter. "Humans going to die," one alien cadet muttered. 50 credits say he doesn't last 20 seconds, another snorted. But Commander Vethrix, the reptilian instructor overseeing the match, said nothing. His eyes narrowed. There was something different in the human stance. No trembling. No tension. Just stillness. 4. The silence before the storm. The monstrums circled, testing him, waiting for the human to panic. He didn't. Instead, Rian took a slow breath, exhaled, and whispered something too soft for the mics to catch. Then he moved. 5, 6 seconds. To the crowd, it was chaos. To Rian, it was math. His eyes tracked angles, weight shifts, neural charge signatures. First monstrum overconfident, leading with its left. Second, lag in the hind leg. Third, waiting to flank. He struck the first with an open palm to the jawline, a human move no alien had seen before. The kinetic burst traveled through bone and disrupted the creature's neural core. It dropped instantly. The second swung. He ducked under, planted a boot in its abdomen, and redirected its momentum into the arena wall. Armor cracked. The third hesitated. That was its mistake. Rian looked it in the eyes. And whatever it saw there, centuries of human evolution, predation, survival, made it freeze. He walked toward it slowly. It backed away. Then it knelt. The timer above the arena stopped at 6.4 seconds. 6. The silence after. No one spoke. Even the announcer hesitated. The alien cadets stared at the arena as the monstrum that had knelt began to tremble, not from fear, but submission. Its bioprogramming couldn't comprehend what had happened. The other two lay incapacitated but alive. Rian just straightened his uniform and looked up. Trial complete, he said quietly. 7. The instructor's room. Hours later, the instructors gathered in a sealed chamber to review the footage. They slowed the feed, frame by frame. Rian's movement speed had registered beyond normal human parameters, microsecond reaction times. But more than that, there was something else. A faint electromagnetic pulse emanated from him in the moment before the monstrum knelt. Was that psychic influence? One instructor whispered. Commander Vethrix hissed softly. No. Worse. That was dominance. Dominance? You mean? I mean instinct recognition, Vethrix said grimly. Predators recognizing a superior predator. 8. The whisper spreads. By the next day, the academy was buzzing. They called Rian the human ghost. Some said he'd hacked the simulation. Others swore he had military augmentation. But the truth was simpler and far more unsettling. He was just human. And the monstrums, engineered killers from across the galaxy, had seen what no alien could see in themselves, a creature from a world where everything tried to kill you from birth. A Deathworlder. 9. The confrontation. A group of alien cadets approached Rian after drills. The Varkoth leader sneered. You humiliated us. You think this makes you strong? Rian looked up from his datapad. No. It means I understand survival better than you do. The Varkoth grabbed him by the collar and then froze as Rian's gaze met his. It wasn't anger. It wasn't threat. It was the look of something that had already calculated how to end you and decided not to bother. The Varkoth released him instantly. 10. The Council summons. The next week, the Galactic Council summoned Rian. Rumor said the monstrum incident had triggered alarms across the training network. They wanted to know what humans were truly capable of. He stood before 12 alien leaders, each representing a different empire. Explain what you did, one demanded. Rian shrugged. I fought. I adapted. I survived. That isn't an explanation, another hissed. No, he said quietly. It's a warning. 11. The hidden truth. After the meeting, Commander Vethrix caught up with him outside. You could have lied, the alien said. You could have told them it was training, or instinct, or technology. Why tell them the truth? Rian looked out the viewport toward the stars. Because they need to remember something, he said. Humans didn't rise because we were strong. We rose because we refused to stay prey. He turned to leave. And sometimes, predators need to see what happens when prey fights back. 12. The legacy. The footage of the arena match leaked, as it always does. Within days, it spread across the galactic net. Billions watched in silence as a single human cadet dismantled 3 engineered monsters in under 7 seconds. Comment threads filled with fear and fascination. Some species banned human applicants from their academies. Others rushed to recruit them. And for the first time, the galaxy began to whisper a new word in the same breath as Deathworlder. Apex. 13. Epilogue. Months later, the Academy unveiled a new motto etched into its stone gates. Respect all species. Underestimate none. Every new cadet who entered looked up at that line, wondering where it came from. But those who had seen the human in the arena didn't need to wonder. They remembered. A quiet, unaugmented, unremarkable human who stepped into the ring and made monsters kneel.